Welcome back, everybody. It's been forever since I last streamed anything on this channel, but I'm happy to be back and playing a D&D once more with this awesome group. We got our Triquetra 5 here, back for Session 4 of Season 1. Well, let's go ahead and, I guess, go around really quickly, starting with, in the Discord order. I don't know if Jake is unmuted yet, but let's start with Cooper and introduce our characters again, because it's been a while.
Got it. Yes, I'm Cooper. I'm playing Rita, who is a Shen samurai. That's the important info.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Jake?
Missing an ear. And I am Silky Johnson, wizard extraordinaire. I think like that's probably enough.
This will also be interesting because we haven't played for what seems like almost 2 months, maybe even 3. Anyway, an eternity. So it'll be interesting how quickly we jump back into character. But anyway, next up, Miles.
Yo, I am playing Pot, who is a Oath of Vengeance paladin. He's a dragonborn, and he's just a dude, you know. Nothing special.
Just a dude, nothing special. Until like the first session we actually get back into play. George?
I'm George, aka Spiff, and I play Ivarin the Elf Wizard, flinging around those fireballs.
Cool. And finally, our favorite character. No. My least favorite character.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm playing Dalmar. I'm basically a transformer. It's the best way I can explain it. I'm a druid warforged. A pretty old one at that.
Yeah. We got all kinds of shapeshifters in this campaign. All right. So I don't think there's any housekeeping things. We already took care of the XP from last session. I kind of didn't give it out for last time, but I think we're just going to jump right in with the recap of the campaign so far. So previously on the Triquetra, tasked with a suicidal yet crucial task to save the world from the plague, our group recruited the peculiar Beric Ackman to their cause in the year 2596. They learned the hard way that time travel was much more volatile than expected. Yet none of this would matter if they were successful, for they would therefore be erased from existence. Continuing on their task to stop Termovalin from releasing the plague, the party was met by a great challenge of storming the residence of Termo, the Plum House, which was nested heavily in the heavily fortified Castle Valen. After days of strategizing, the group came up with a plan for a diversion so that the group could sneak into the house. As they approached the castle during the night, another alarm was set off in the distance, drawing the guards away. This gave the perfect window for the party to enter. Causing as much mayhem as they possibly could on their way, the group managed to scale the walls and storm the Plum House. After being nearly killed by the house defenders, the group reached the top of the building, seemingly a dead end. They discovered a vertical shaft that had no staircase leading to the tower where Termo was presumably residing. The shaft was in fact magical. Oh my god, I didn't realize how bad this sounded until I read it. With an anti-gravity effect, which allowed the party to float to the top. However, once they touched the hatch leading to the tower, a powerful sleep spell was cast, and the anti-gravity, I'm sorry, this is so bad. And the anti-gravity field was dispelled, causing our heroes to fall nearly 6 stories and pass out on impact. They awoke in Termo's tower to find out that Termo has remembered them from several decades ago, without the party's recollection, of course. He offered no further information, but just as he was about to kill the party, Pot, drawn by a mysterious symbol, began to shapeshift into a colossal dragon. And that is where we left off, as Pot's shape multiplied exponentially over the course of just seconds. And within no time at all, he was a colossal dragon, which caused the tower itself, because the room you were in maybe was like a 25 by 25, but it was obviously much shorter than my Pot's new form. So as he expanded, he just burst the tower, and all of you began, Termo included, and the dragon included, began to topple down towards the ground. All of you are at 1 health, so as you topple, you're actually able to. You're near Pot's dragon form, so you can attempt to either try and catch a hold of his form, or you can maybe try and catch part of the structure. So I guess this is now up to you guys. What kind of you try to, if anything, grab a hold of as the whole structure begins to fall?
Is there anything I can thorn whip my way to?
Do what, sorry?
Can I use thorn whip to like latch onto something?
So another thing to consider here is that you're still encased in those crystal shards after Termo took you in.
Oh shit!
So except for the dragon, of course, because he burst through it. So the rest of you are still in the crystal shards. So if your spells or your abilities use semantic components, you obviously can't perform them right now.
We fucked, boys.
That's true. I forgot. So you can't even attempt to grab a hold of. So in that case, you're going to continue falling with the dragon and Termo, which you lose sight of Termo. And the dragon actually doesn't appear to be a whole lot aware of what's happening. It's almost like this drunken stupor that he's awoken from, and he doesn't appear to be trying to do anything other after his transformation is completed. So he actually starts barreling down, and almost to your fortune, because he kind of softens the fall as you almost like slide down his body, and the dragon itself crashes on part of the house, the plum house, and just breaks it off, and you continue falling.
Fun.
Yeah, and as you impact on the ground, you again take damage, obviously, from the fall. The crystal shards, well, actually, you don't know because you pass out. You awaken, which you presume to be not long after this whole thing occurred. And the four of you, minus Pot, are kind of landed near each other. You don't see Pot, but your crystal shards have broken from impact, and you're kind of able to look around as you see half of the plum house just basically in ruins. You actually see fires on top of the house and like on the grounds around the house, and just this rubble everywhere, piles of rock and stone around you guys. And you don't see Termo or Pot.
I have no idea what just happened, but I'm out of everything. We better go.
Yeah.
Flee the scene.
Oh. Ow.
How do we not see Pot? Isn't he a giant dragon?
Where did the dragon go?
You also notice, so you storm the castle like basically at the last possible moment during the night. You actually start seeing the sun is not up, but it's definitely like it's dawn now.
Have anyone seen a dragon? Not mine, the other one.
Probably go.
So
yeah, I'm in bad shape here, guys.
I think we're all pretty bad.
Yeah, I've had some experience fleeing the scene in my time, and I think we need just to get the hell out of here, and we will figure it out. I think at a later time. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think Pot's probably fine. He was a dragon, and we're going to have to just figure this out because I don't think he didn't really seem like he knew what was happening either. So I think we just need to get out of here and find him once we're safe. Because if we get caught here, I think we're going to be not in a great place.
I'm gonna be dead in a week anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So I guess is there a particular direction you guys want to set off to, or
can we just head over the nearest wall? Just exit the compound
to the nearest wall? Yeah. Let's make a perception check. So the four of you, go ahead and give me the first roll of today.
Oh shit! All of us together?
Yeah, that's fine.
I would love to give you a fantastic perception roll.
Not me.
All right.
This is going good, guys.
So as you guys make towards the wall, again, there's like boulders and whatnot blocking your view. Ryda, you and Avarin are kind of looking more than the other party members around, and Ryda, you're able to spot Pot lying unconscious a little bit to your right as you're making towards the wall, and Avarin, you're actually able to make out Turmo lying to the left a little bit.
Is this Pot like normal Pot, or is he
Yes,
still a dragon?
he
Okay.
is. Yeah, he is his humanoid form once again.
I'm
Ivarin,
gonna.
what do elf I see?
Oh, please. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like at the sleeve of whoever's nearest to me. I don't even know who it is because I'm not looking in, and like tug on it and be like, "Hey, what's over there?"
Oh, we should go check him out. And also Pot too, I guess.
Well, I didn't see Pot.
Oh, well, I saw Pot.
Did see Pot?
Yeah, they're laying right next to each other, right?
No, Pot is to the right, and
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, Turmo is to the left.
Okay, you go check out Turmo. I'll check out Pot.
All right.
Don't look at me. I don't have any healing left.
Oh yeah, I'm not a healer either.
Very careful, because I don't know if he's dead or alive, awake or what.
So,
So
who are you approaching, Avarin? Sorry, you keep breaking up.
I'm approaching Turmo.
Turmo. Okay. So
Turmo.
as you round about the kind of a pile of rubble that's in between you and him, you get a better look, and he appears to be bleeding, and what's kind of you notice something sticking out of his chest, and it actually appears very, very familiar. And you notice that it is actually the blade of the jackal, just stuck in his chest.
That's some really bad luck.
Can I follow Ivarin?
Sure. Yeah, who's going
Wait.
where?
Wait, don't I have that sword on me?
Do you?
Maybe he took it. I think he
Yeah.
took all our weapons, right?
Wait, no.
No, you still have your packs and whatnot.
In that case, I have the jackal's sword on me.
You have the jackal sword on you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some timey-wimey shit.
Mm.
That's my sword!
So who's
Alright,
going
well-
there? Where? Delmar is going with Ivarin. What about Silky and Pot? Oh, well,
I'm gonna
Pot
go
is
check
unconscious. Okay, so
Yeah,
Ryda
I'm gonna
and
check
Silky, you guys approach Pot, and he appears to be unconscious from the first glance, but you can definitely make a medicine check.
I'll step forward. I'll say, please let me. I
Yeah,
took
go
a
for
course a few weeks ago on Dragonborn resuscitation, and I'll ball up my fist and I'll just punch him directly in the throat.
Oh my god.
This is how we lost Pot.
Pot, you awaken to a painful sensation in your throat as you see Silky standing over you, withdrawing his punch from you.
Pot just groans. He's just. But it's like it's not a normal groan because you just got fucking kung fu'd in the throat, so it probably sounds a little bit more gravelly than normal.
Yeah, in fact, it's almost that pain kind of gets muffled immediately by this overwhelming like soreness all around your body, deep within your bones, and also this massive headache that you begin to notice momentarily.
Yeah, so you can see like Pot like scrunch his face up. He's clearly looks like he's in pain. Sort of like fetal position. Yeah, with that pain soaring through his body. He doesn't say anything though. He's just like trying to deal with the pain at the moment.
At least he's alive.
Can I walk up to Termo and like try to grab the sword and be like, "Oh, I have another one now."
Yes. So I'm gonna say Ivarin kind of approaches him first. Ivarin, as you get close to him, he actually barely moves his head, and he is barely conscious. Yeah, and as Delmar, you approach, you actually begin to feel this kind of vibration around your specifically around the area where you are holding the sword. And if you go even closer, you begin to feel kind of the sensation you've been feeling on and off, where you're kind of getting this vertigo and a little bit of flashing lights. So it hits you if you approach closer.
Yeah,
Can I call over from Poppy like, hey, remember what they said when we left about like paradoxes and touching each other and shit?
Yeah, I noticed. And I take 5 steps back. Tiny Wimey shit.
Yep, I knew you already knew that, but just in case you forgot.
Well, yeah, the world reminded me. Let's say it like that.
All right. Well, I mean,
Someone else grab the sword.
Ivarin, as you stand over him, he slowly and quietly says, "Well, it looks like somebody did your job for you."
Are
We
you
weren't
saying
here
that
to kill him, though, were we?
Are you saying someone else came along and killed you?
Well, I don't think it was one of you.
Ivarin looks at the sword and then looks back at Termo. All right. Well.
Oh, you broke up there again.
Job done, I guess.
Tough luck. Bye.
He says, "So, did you ever find them?"
Oh, that's right, 'cause he remembers us. He apparently has met us before.
Yeah.
He did that when he captured us.
Who?
And then we weren't able to get him to tell us what the hell he's talking about.
Who? He winces in pain. What did you call them? The Infinite.
The Infinite? Just the Infinite? Gone?
He chuckles a little bit in pain and he says, "You don't even know who they are yet, do you?"
So he
no.
knows about the time travel shit.
Yeah, apparently. All right. Well, anything else you want to tell me before you kick the bucket?
No. But
Okay.
if
Fuck this guy so hard.
Hey, Tormo, do you want to try to go into the future?
but correct me if I'm wrong. You're not even there. Oh yeah, no, you are. He says, but correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm to die, then shouldn't have this whole thing not happened? How are you still here?
mean, he's got more
I mean,
information than we do.
yeah.
How would we? How the hell would we know?
Yeah, so either
I have a stupid idea. I have a
either he's
really
not
stupid
actually
idea.
responsible for the plague, or is but done it.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
Shoot.
I have a bad idea. If I chuck my sword at the sword inside of him,
Yeah, do it.
Uh,
I think that could only result in good stuff. What are you trying to have happen?
I have no idea.
The last time we had a temporal mishap, 3 of us almost died.
hold on there, Cave Johnson. Can I make a check to see if I have any idea what that might do?
What that might do? Yeah, you can definitely do that. One more thing I forgot to mention. As you were falling, Ivarin, you had a memory of this day when the tower and there was an explosion in the castle when you were in the Amber Academy. And it was this unexplainable explosion that never really got clarified.
Oh, so this is sort of like I'll never forget that sound, and then there it is again. Sort
Yeah.
of like that.
Yeah. So with your Arcana check, you do not know. You don't really have.
Can
an
the
idea what
person
could
who wanna
happen.
do it know what's gonna happen?
All right, throw the magic at the wall and see what sticks.
Whatever.
Wait,
I
hold
draw.
on. Before as
You're not there.
Oh, fuck.
I draw the sword,
I stand well back though.
and I try to yeet the sword at the sword.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity roll.
Holy shit!
All right, so you throw it and it's pretty much dead onto the sword. But you make a perception check also.
Oh shit!
Ivarin, you can do that too.
I feel like
Oh
I
my
just throw
God.
like at its tip to tip.
Where are these rolls coming from? Holy shit. So as the sword flies
incredible.
closer, you notice it's just a little off, but it's almost like it accelerates towards itself and kind of almost like meets kind of like a magnet, almost like sticks to itself. And as it does so, as it draws closer, they both begin to glow in this yellow-green light. And
Let's run!
And as they connect, you turn and you feel like everything else around you is kind of slowed. So like the fires around you are just kind of slow, almost like everything is in like half speed or maybe a quarter speed. But as you turn around, you're able to kind of start running away with it, away from it, without being impeded by whatever this is. And the swords begin to glow brighter and brighter, but you turned around by this point. Go ahead and make dexterity checks, both of you. Dexterity saving
Dexterity
throws,
saving
actually.
throw. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Quick question: is this how you make a +2 magical sword?
I would say, not being the DM, I would say decidedly not. And going out on a limb, I'm gonna guess this is not how we get a good thing to happen.
Well, it's a 1+ magical sword plus another +1 magical sword equals +2, right?
Okay, so both of you are going to take half of this damage.
So
Oh, fuck.
I just wasted a magical sword, basically. Yeah, we're 1 HP, buddy.
Yeah, so the rest of you, Pot, Silky, and Rita, you hear just the Oh, by the way, Barrick is with you as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he would normally be here, but yeah. So Barrick is with. I'll just say he went towards Pot. So you four, you hear just this massive explosion and this bright light coming from behind you, from where Ivarin and Delmar disappeared into, and you actually see Ivarin just like fly. As you turn around, you see him like just fly and hit the ground, and both of them lie unconscious.
Great. Weren't we trying to escape? I also have a question.
Uh,
Wasn't the sword our anchor?
Yes.
So are we just like untethered in time now?
Oopsie, we weren't there.
Yeah, you don't know what happened.
Oh yeah,
technically.
Right. Okay. Well, I go over and check on them. They don't look great.
Yeah, so you go over them and you begin to tend to their wounds. It definitely takes some time because they're already like fucked up beyond recognition, but they're not dead. You're able to save them, and
Damn.
but Delmar and Avarin, you guys barely rise to your feet. Like you're barely walking, if even that. Like you need to support yourselves on something, or somebody needs to support you.
Oh boy. Hey, buddy. You guys feeling okay?
No.
Did that was that the intended result?
No.
Gotcha. Where are the swords?
You don't
Or
know
the
the
sword.
swords.
Where are the swords, Nite?
Roll perception checks. I'll say Delmar and Ivarin can't do this, or they can, but at a disadvantage.
So 9.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Um.
Kind of trying to, because I think I'm out of character having the same thought process Cooper is. I'm just like kind of like, oh, don't panic. But I saw them throw a sword, and now there was an explosion, and now we can't find the swords.
Silky, you actually spot one of the a sword lying near
Sweet mother of God.
in one of the rubble piles.
I will just run over and kind of quickly grab it up. And I'll hand it to Rita. I'll say I think this needs to be in the hands of someone more responsible.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
agree with that.
It's a little big for me.
Yeah, I will take it and like lash it to my back or something.
Holy. Is Turbo's body gone, by the way? Did that just...
You just see like bits and pieces of his body lying around.
Fingers scattered around.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here, but maybe on the way out we can have a conversation about what it means to like protect valuable intelligence and like the value of like a living person to talk to.
And as you say that, all of you begin to feel the vertigo and the lights suddenly
fuck
creep
me.
in.
Oh, great.
Again.
Like
The voices in my head told me to
wag
do
my
it.
finger at Delmar, just like stop killing our hostages.
Dude, we can time travel. We can just go back and talk to him again.
Can I just, before I pass out, the voices told me to do it.
Oh my god.
You're
George,
He's the most
dude.
dangerous like druid I've ever seen in my life.
the most laissez-faire.
As long as we
Definitely
survive,
Pot has
literally no
administered more
consequences.
healing than
No, you have not.
I think so.
No.
Lay on hands.
So your vision kind of begins to like shake, and like you feel the ground tremor as there is a ripple nearby in the air, and the golden line of light appears behind you, and you begin to feel yourself getting pulled into it.
Oh, shit.
Well, this makes our escape easier, probably.
Yeah, I guess that's actually true.
Well, we don't have much of a choice anyways.
And
You know what we need to do is we need to invest in some wine, because I've never gotten the impression that we're really in control of these jumps. Like we should like get some wine, and when we get pulled through next time, we should drop some wine, and when we get launched forward, we'll have on the other end like aged wine that we can sell.
Barrick says, well, I guess it makes it easier on me to get out of here. But you guys go on.
Oops. Bye, Barrick.
I don't think we're in charge of this. Bye, buddy.
This poor guy.
Freeze.
Uh,
He's just talking to little statues at this point. Right?
I'm a good one, buddy.
And you guys get sucked into the light, and you begin to journey through the similar tunnel of these ghostly lights that you've experienced twice before. Again, you don't quite know how much time, if it's even relevant, passes as you fly through this, or drift through this, or whatever you're doing through this. And but you do eventually pop out on the other side. Ivarin and Delmar and Pot, you guys actually go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Actually, oh, everybody's doing good.
For once in my life.
You've been rolling really good. All right, so all of you managed to stay conscious through this, but the second you reappear back at the prism, the three of you just kind of crumble to the floor on your knees.
Long rest.
Yeah, and
Long rest.
you hear you get it takes a second for you to acclimate as you're kind of blinded by the lights and the whole sensation and the process of it, but you eventually hear the voice of Riggs shouting out, "Oh my God! Somebody get a medic!"
Oh, we're back.
Oh, great.
What the hell happened?
Is the prism the site of the Plum Castle?
Nope, the prism is the headquarters of the Triquetra.
Wait, so then Riggs just happens to be the Plum Castle? At the old side of the Plum Castle?
No,
well,
I think we got pulled through space and time.
As you kind of regain your vision, you notice that you're back at the pyramid.
Okay.
Where are we? What time is it?
You hear soldiers scuff off in the distance, but Riggs rushes towards you guys, and she says, "You're back. It's 2619."
When did we leave?
The what? What'd you say?
When did we leave?
You
Oh, that's actually a good point. Like,
Yeah, how long ago?
you left maybe a day and a half ago. 2
Oof.
days.
Yeah, timey-wimey shit.
tell me why me shit.
What happened?
A bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You see some some Triquetra uniformed people come into the room, and they seem to be medics, and they start trying to tend to your wounds.
Can I, as they're tending to the wounds, I'll look at Riggs and I'll say, I suppose you wouldn't have any memory of this if we were successful, but we did the mission that you sent us for. Termovalin is dead. Was
Are
there
you
a
sure?
plague? Was there a...
When the swords collided, everything went white. And we saw bits everywhere. Yes, he's dead.
Then maybe Termo didn't play as big of a role as we thought.
Well, too late for that now.
Can I would like to quickly run. Is there like a repository, like a history, or like a repository or a library?
Yeah, they have a library at the
Okay.
prison.
Can
Yeah.
I?
Well-
If Ivarin is getting patched up, I'm gonna run to the library and we'll say, Ivarin, meet me when you're ready to read. And I want to quickly just dash off to the library, and I want to quickly pour through like a handful of history books, because realistically at this point, since we're time travelers, the people we just came back to are not going to have any idea if we change the time stream or not. It's going to be their time stream.
Well, it depends on if we are actually changing like our past or if we're creating like a divergent timeline.
And I have no idea.
Well,
So I want to just go look through some history books and just see if like my memory of the plague matches up with what the history books say actually happened.
I mean, we can just ask the magical dragon that's standing there otherwise.
I does he exist outside time?
Yes.
Oh, let's ask him.
Or well, it's up to Nite, but I would think so.
Yeah, because I don't know if it was ever established. At least in my notes, it was never established that Ozun is aware of all timelines. Because also that would make no sense. Like if he's aware of all timelines, he's essentially like omniscient. And why couldn't he just tell us exactly who started the plague?
Because that's boring.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay.
Well, I mean, some knowledge is not to be given out. Like, just because you have it doesn't mean you're gonna tell everyone.
Yeah, but you send us back in time to do a thing. Why would you send us back in time to kill the wrong guy intentionally?
Maybe
Anyway,
because
okay,
we have to kill the
this
wrong
conversation
guy.
could fold in on itself 1,000 different ways. But I will go and look in the library and just see like, did we actually affect any changes at all, or is the timeline like completely unchanged?
So you're looking at history books?
Yeah, I would just be scanning through some like simple history books and just looking at like major events in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Looking to see if like if the plague still happened at the same time, if like the fall of the world still happened the same way, or if like there was some changes affected by the death of Turmo.
Okay, so there probably isn't like history books per se, because after everything kind of went to shit, you know, more than 95% of the population kind of died off. Nobody really wrote too many books. But there are like scrolls and like journals and things like that.
And
So
I don't need like very finite detail. I really am looking for like the major like plot beats, like to see if, like massive stuff was changed by this.
this still takes you a while to get to the library.
Sure.
You're still like really exhausted by everything that's happened. You've been up forever. You stormed a castle, so this takes you a while. But you are able to locate the kind of the relevant scrolls, and you're able to figure out that based to your knowledge, most of it seems very similar, but you do notice that the plague seemed to have hit at a different time, 2 years later than it was supposed to. So 2604.
So
Can I see-
Turmo's work maybe was important to someone else? Like maybe he wasn't responsible for it directly, but or maybe someone picked up his work afterwards.
Can I see Ozun
Yeah.
anywhere?
Yeah, Ozun is in the room when you teleported back.
Excuse me, Ozun.
Yes.
We have a problem. Well, besides the whole timey-wimey thing.
Okay.
You know, you have been giving me life force these past... looks at my clock. 100 years or so.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get that when I'm back in time.
What do you mean?
Well... They had to take me to a mechanic because my core was broken. Or off.
Ah. You damaged your core, I see. So, I can fix that. And he walks towards you and outstretches his small hand. He is actually fully clothed now, so like he has clothes now.
Great.
I think I showed him to you, but I'll pop it up here.
I don't
again.
think you did. Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, and he touches his hand on your chest, and suddenly you begin to feel your life force kind of return to you. So while you still kind of have physical damage from falls and whatnot and scrapes, you actually gain the effects of a full long rest.
Nice.
So I don't get HP back, but I...
No, you do get your HP back,
Right.
but I'm just saying there's still
okay,
physical
yeah.
signs of wear and tear and damages.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, thank you.
but you do notice that your HP is reduced by 3, your max HP.
That sucks.
Ugh. Do I like feel that in game or?
Yeah, for sure. Like the wear and tear on your joints as you begin to rise up, even though you have your energy back, you feel slower and like a little bit.
Is it
less
permanent
strong.
or is it temporary?
It's permanent. Yes.
Okay.
Anyone got an oil can for this game?
Oh.
That is a. I remember that feeling of losing hit points.
Knee stuck. Knee stuck.
As you guys kind of get patched up, Silky ran off, but Briggs and Hugo are still there. And as you kind of get patched up a little bit to where you can stand, Briggs says, "Well, I think you guys should rest for now, but we do need to debrief at some point when you have your strength back."
You didn't happen to have a spare power core, Osu?
No, I do not. But
Damn.
I sense what you have will do for now. It has some damages to it, but it should be.
Well, that's what we fought last time.
Well, you cracked it.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Well, maybe a little bit.
It cracked.
Oh, Osin have loved being with me for this past years.
Yeah, he kind of knows your shit.
So, right away, do we have the benefit of a long rest here?
No, not from what he did. If you
No,
go...
not from what he did, but like just from being patched up and
No,
like,
you guys,
resting.
you guys can spend hit dice, and I'll give you like 2 hit dice from them healing you as well for free.
Oh, nice.
All right.
That's good because I had no hit dice.
Oh,
Me.
how are you guys? I feel a bit stiff, but I'm fine.
Oh my god, I'm practically fine.
I'm
I mean, not really.
fucking fine.
I feel great. I'm more of an introvert, so I'm recharged by being alone and reading books.
Sure.
Wait, you're telling me Silky is an
I'm the
introvert?
easiest eye you'll ever meet, apparently.
Silky introvert?
Huh?
Silk Travert.
Silky is an introvert? Really?
Yeah.
Someone who talks that much is an introvert? I don't buy it.
I'm the east eye.
I mean, he's mostly talking to himself, anyways.
It's true.
It's true.
The
Wait,
voices.
was these 2 additional hit dice in addition to any that we have ourselves?
Yeah, you can spend your own
Oh,
as well.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel wonderful.
All right, well, up to half health, so that's something.
Ugh,
Well, I'm
Well-
excited. This is going to be great.
you
mean,
said it.
I guess go ahead and get Riggs all caught on what happened while I'm getting patched. Everything on did while we were back in time.
You're cutting out a lot. It's pretty hard to hear you.
That's
Ah, damn it. I think it's my internet connection. I'm sorry, guys. It's been wonky today. Okay, so what I would like to do, hopefully you can hear this, is give Riggs the rundown, getting
Mhm.
patched up about what we did while we were back in time.
Yeah, they listen and don't interrupt as you recount, and you say, and she takes a long pause afterwards, and it's still unclear what role either Barrick and Turmo played in this.
So I'm sorry. I just have to ask one question.
Mm-hmm.
Was the swords colliding what brought us back, or did you bring us back?
Well, we cast the spell so that if something, eventually you would be brought back here. So that's what brought you back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of character, I will say, and maybe I misunderstood this, but I didn't get the sense that like they were fully in control of this time travel.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've been getting they slingshotted us back, and I think we've been, at least to my perception, been getting dragged semi-randomly forward in time, and it didn't seem to me like they were in control of where we ended up. Is that a misrepresentation?
I think they were like
Of-
estimating it, but I don't think they have a huge amount
Yeah.
of precision.
Are we allowed to know that? That's kind of what my take on this has been.
I think this
Would we
would be based on the conversations you've had. I would say this is based on your player interpretation.
Okay, yes. I mean, again, so I will say, like, these guys. I'll say, actually, I'm in the library, but I will say, out of character, like, I think this has been more or less random. Like, I think they shot us back to a rough estimate of where we needed to be, and then we kind of just got like thrown all over the place. I don't know that they really were the ones like pulling us back. I think the anchor was meant to make sure we ended up here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's probably the level of granularity. That's probably the extent of granularity they're able to provide. At least I would imagine.
Yeah, I think you're right. Unless they are lying to us.
But why?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume you guys kind of meet back up to rest in the main quarters.
Yeah.
So you guys are alone at this point.
I will relay the information I learned from the library. I'll have like a little book, a scroll in my hand, and I'll say, guys, I don't think anybody else is aware of this, but it does look like Turmo's death did change the timeline. Not fully. The plague still happened, obviously, but it was put off by 2 years. So I don't know. I mean, I think he is tied to it, or was tied to it somehow, but it's unclear what role he had, and clearly he wasn't the final person who pushed the button, so to speak.
Right. I mean, at least we know that like what we do can actually affect the past and the
Right.
future.
Well, I think I would say he remains our only real lead, and if we know that he is tied to it in some way, I wonder if we can go back in time and follow him this time.
Well, that's clearly what we have to do since he recognized us.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and we didn't recognize, which means that at some point in future, we go further back.
Further
time,
back.
and
Yep.
he
Exactly.
Right.
encounters us somewhere in his past. So,
What did he say? He said something about the Eternals, or what was
The
it?
Infinite, I think.
Yeah.
Infinite.
he did say that, yes.
But he didn't really elaborate on it, did he? To you
No.
guys?
No, he didn't.
He just said,
No.
like, asked us if we ever found out. So it's, I would say, again, piecing together the timeline, if Avarin is right, like we have at some point traveled further back to talk with him, and at that point we knew about someone called the Eternals, the Infinite, excuse me.
Yeah.
And asked him about them. I wonder if there's information about them here.
Well, I mean, the only like hints or clues we have right now is that sword, and I point at the sword at your side, and then the Infinites. That's the only two. Because why did that sword show up?
Maybe Ozun would be a good person to ask about this. He seems like either another trip to the library or Ozun.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
Wouldn't bet on the library. Wouldn't bet Ozun.
I wouldn't bet on Ozun.
Oh. Why?
Because if he has information, he would have given it to me by now.
That's incredibly frustrating. What the hell's wrong with that guy?
Well, he is the keeper of the library, so I mean, like, he has a lot of knowledge.
I think.
Shouldn't that
again,
mean he knows more?
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. He knows pretty much everything.
I mean, we might as well try asking.
yeah. It couldn't hurt to ask him before we get.
Yeah, try your luck.
So do you guys want to take your long rest first? Sleep?
Sure, yeah.
And then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say you guys are undisturbed for the night and you're able to regain your strength.
Can I
Um,
read up
For...
on like water? Apparently, I'm out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely have a source. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so you regain half your max of hit dice as well. So
Okay. Quick, and maybe I brought this up last time. I don't remember, but so I got this spell from it's Dead Mage Bitch's spell, and you sent me the spells that are in it. Now, the rules is written would need gold to transcribe them in spell book. Are we doing it that way, or is there going to be something else that isn't like thing?
this is a good question. It came up in one of my other campaigns, and I forget what I said, but basically, I feel like gold doesn't make much sense. I think it would be, in my view, like you have to spend time to like learn the spell still, even though it's in your spell book. So in my view, like the currency that makes more sense is time. So how I think I want to do it is each day you can kind of transcribe the spells for a bit and like try and learn them. And based on your like an Arcana roll, that will like determine your success and how many you're able to transcribe. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, just keep plugging away at it until I've got them all.
Right.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and during the long rest, since I don't for the whole time, I'll use some of that time to go ahead and start transcribing.
Okay.
Well, apparently.
So you are able to transcribe one that night. Probably
Okay.
a cantrip because you're tired and you're wounded and you rolled poorly as well. So
I don't know if
a cantrip
see.
or a level 1.
cantrip one. Okay.
Can I go visit Ozun?
Yeah, so in the morning you guys get up.
Okay.
Presumably, yeah, you guys are sleeping together in like it's like a main hall quarters type place with like other Triquetra people as well. And yeah, in the morning you awaken together.
So I'll go back to the library and just call out for Ozun.
Can like during the night, can I like try to remember some information from the library about like
From which library? The grand one?
Osun's library? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Information about what? Sorry.
Information about like the plague and what happened.
Like what in particular do you want to know? Like,
If I read something about what you call it, like why it started or like when it started.
so, I think, I don't know if we discussed this, but you actually never had access to the library.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was kind of discussed, like maybe once or twice, and it came up in like awkward conversations. Well, not awkward, but like random conversations. It would come up.
Oh, okay.
And you're still not quite sure if it's an actual physical place or a concept or something else. But based on your recollection, I mean, you have recollection of the plague, you were around. You can try, like, what are you trying to remember, I guess?
Well, I know what like Jake told us, but like just a bit more about that information. Like what information? What do I remember? Like for like dates and like
So
why?
yeah, so the origin is still quite a bit hazy. So I think in the first session I said that the plague kind of hit, but you guys didn't know until you talked to the Triquetra that it was actually like brought upon by this demonic entity. So it happened so quickly, and your memory still supports this. Like, it's happened so quickly that nobody really knew where or how it started. So the only information that you still have is the stuff you learned from the Triquetra about the demonic entity.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I started to see people dropping.
Oh shit! Well, as a quick little thing, I'm rereading the mysterious note. I think we mistranscribed it. I think the actual text is the masterminds of the plague ... HEIN. I think it's an F, not a T. So I think maybe that's the masterminds of the plague, the infinite, are watching me.
Oh.
So
Would
maybe,
make sense.
yeah, with that like. Possible masterminds.
Before you guys continue, I just wanted, Ivarin, during the night, you have a dream where basically you don't notice any of the characters, but it seems to be set in some kind of temple. And you almost hear maybe a little bit of jungle sounds outside. But basically it's this, it seems like a gathering of people at first, most of which are wearing these white robes. There's a very tall red hair elf, female elf, that seems to be kind of in the center of it. And she's talking to, how many people was it? Seems to be like a group of individuals. There's an old human with gray beard, looks very battle worn. There's a tiny halfling with red hair. There's also a dragonborn and a warforged, from what it looks like. And they seem to be having some conversation, but you're not quite sure what is being said. But eventually the meeting gets interrupted by a massive bird hawk creature entering and hurling a spear at the elf, the female elf in the center. And your vision ends as there's some a few portals open up behind the elf, and an individual, a human male with long hair, steps through and finishes off the elf.
Ooh.
Well, that didn't make a lick of sense.
It should to some people. Metagaming.
And I assume I wake up, or when I wake up, I'm like, wait, weird. Well, not wake up, but end my meditation. I'm like, hey, that's like not a normal vision.
Not at all.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely relate this vision or dream to everyone else.
Dreams never understood that concept.
Yeah, I'm not sure to make of that.
Me neither.
Well,
Anyone
I know
you know,
something.
recognize?
I mean, us kind of, but not really.
Well, if you
Could you? I mean, do you have the ability to cast minor illusion?
Yes, I do.
Could you just minor illusion up their exact images real quick for us?
I can try.
Wouldn't that be a major illusion? Minor illusion is limited by like a 5x5, isn't it?
No, like a picture size, like a headshot of them.
Oh, okay. Oh, like of each character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could do that for sure.
Yeah, I'll give it a try to the best of my memory here, but I mean, it's it was a dream. It was easy, but
Yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe we'll recognize some of them.
Actually, I think I can show pictures. Oh man, this is just gonna spell it out. But yeah, I guess if he's showing images, minor illusion. I'm gonna have
We
to get
gamed
these
the
pictures
system.
though.
Craig, it'd be good. Hey, come here.
Let me
What?
see if I can find these on here. Oh man, 1 second. This is gonna take me a little minute. I did not
digging into his.
I did not
one cyst.
expect. I did not expect images to be showing here.
Fucking gotcha.
Got him.
Yep.
Oops.
Got him.
That's not what I was trying to get to.
That's what you get when you have a party full of
Smart individuals, right?
master statisticians.
My library.
I may think ultralisks are the best unit and the only one worth building, but goddamn, can I?
Okay, so this is. Oh my goodness.
Also, can you guys hear me typing? I'm typing up notes. I want to make sure I'm not like disrupting the
I
comments.
I also wanna show this on screen as well.
By the way, am I gonna get that sword back?
I think that's gonna be. I think you. That might not be maybe up to write out. You have nearly killed yourself twice
Yeah,
now with
I am gonna
sword-related
keep it.
hijinks.
I think anyone but you should have it.
Oh, that's
No
gross.
offense.
We'll get you. Well, how about this? We'll get you a different +1 sword, one that
Well,
you
I was
can't
gonna
kill
have
us
to
with.
make my own sword then.
We'll carve him a little wooden sword.
You'll have to earn your privileges back somehow.
The training sword in between.
Sword.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I can.
Oops.
Okay, so this is the elf.
Oh my fucking god!
Wonder who that could be.
You piece of shit! I was wondering.
I genuinely have no idea.
I in character don't know.
As
Out
the
of character, fuck you,
non-D&D player.
Dimitri.
I don't know if I can dig up the other pictures. It's probably gonna take me a while. But
Would I recognize that? I was wondering when you described the human who finished off the elf.
your character doesn't know who this is.
Oh, I know my character does not know them. But I want you to know that I know.
Oh, I know you know.
That you know that I know.
I
is
know that you
bullshit.
know that I know that you know.
there's knowing going on.
Everyone knows a lot of shit besides me. I'm just sitting here like, what the hell does everybody know?
I'm gonna grumble in gnomish like timey wimey bullshit.
I'll dig up the other characters and I'll eventually post them to Discord. But I think for the people that do know, they know who the
No,
other
you know.
individuals are, and the people that don't know just don't know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But none of your characters know who these people are.
All right. Well, I guess no one knows. I'll dismiss the minor illusion, and you know what? You know what I'll do? Because I'm such a nice guy, I'll take that book and I'll sit over to Silky and I'll say, "Now I want that back when you're done with your first spell."
Wait, what?
The spell book that I got off of the dead
Oh.
that I was studying and transcribed a spell from, I'm tossing it over. Like, hey, take a look through there. But I want that back.
Yeah. Can I get some spell goodness out of that?
Are you asking me or the DM?
The DM.
Yeah, you can still follow the same process. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I didn't write down what was in it.
If you
let
can
me
you forward him, the screenshot.
Oh, That picture. That fucking picture. I love it.
You know what? I'll just put it in the.
I love that they named her the mysterious note Nite.
I was just trying to do it quickly because I had to go digging through like old pictures. I can't find y'all's characters. Oh, there it is.
What
Nick,
are
I
you
dropped
talking
this
about?
in Discord for you.
Sweet. So that's, oh my god. Is that which of those spells are from the book?
Those are all from the book.
Holy shit.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
That's not my book. That's the book. that we
And
got.
it's Misty Step. Oh, yes.
I thought
That's
you
a lot
had
of
Misty
spells.
Step already.
I do, but Misty Step is great. I like this guy. And it's 50 gold per spell level.
No, it's time. So what I just described.
Oh, sorry.
So you would each day you could like study the book and make an Arcana roll, and basically on how
Okay.
well you do and other circumstances, you can learn some spells and transcribe them
Okay.
to your book. Yeah.
Okay. Well, would you allow me to try and learn? The only one I don't know that I could learn right now is Suggestion. Would you allow me to try and learn Suggestion?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana roll.
Arcana. Oh my god.
What'd you roll? Sorry.
A 9.
Yeah, so same as for Ivarin. You're able to learn like a cantrip
Okay.
because of your wounds and yeah, and you roll.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah, so that brings us to morning. Sorry, that was a big sidetrack.
All right. Well, that we're going to be meeting with Rix to try again, or I don't know what. What are we doing today?
I think we try and talk to Ozun and just see if he knows what the infinites.
Sure,
And then I
yeah.
guess maybe we try and go back and we try and find. Because I guess it sounds like we already tried to talk to Termo about the infinites, and he wasn't really willing to help us. So maybe it would be better for us to jump back later in time this time and follow him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't
Versus,
think
like,
I don't think it's necessarily that he didn't want to give us information, more that he was, dead.
Well, no, but like because he captured us and was interrogating us. Like that's not the behavior of someone who's like friendly to us.
Yeah, like something must have happened between us in the past for sure.
Or in the future.
Or in the future. But I guess
Well-
the point being, like, going to the past, we didn't find the information we needed.
There's one problem you're all forgetting, though. We can't go further back.
Well, we have the sword again, and we have their magic, right?
Yeah, but that brought us as far back as it could, didn't it? Like,
Well,
we
and
couldn't
that-
go any further back, could we?
Is that true?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think so.
Well,
I
if
think that
if
was
that's
as
true,
far
then that's
back
still
as
not
we
a
could.
problem. We just follow him after we like instead of killing him, we just holy fucking shit. I'm seeing the rest of the pictures now. Aw. That just completely threw me off. I think we could just, as a secondary plan, we could just follow him and figure out like what he does after he would have died in the previous timeline.
But we don't know where we go. That's the problem.
Well, that's what we follow him, right? So we knew he was at the Plum Castle.
Yeah, but like, are we just gonna wait at the front gate, or like?
I mean, kind of, right? We all have the ability. We have the ability to tail him.
Well, I guess we should exactly what we can do in terms of time travel before we plan. So
Yeah.
let's
And,
go
like,
talk to Rix.
And Barrick's initial note parchment mentioned that the demonic entity appeared to be based out of Solitude. So like, and Plum Castle was in Solitude. So I don't think we were far off in terms of like wherever the
It's
final
yeah,
operator
definitely
of the plague-
connected.
Yeah,
Wait. There is another problem if we go back in time and talk and like follow him. We will undo everything we just did, and aren't the past selves gonna be there? Like doing the same shit anyways? I just figured
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, if we
like-
go back at the exact same moment.
I don't think that's gonna be possible.
Well, I mean, I think this is going to be a problem we're going to run into as we continue doing time loops, and so I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's benefit to going back even further because clearly he like because we were looking for the infinite when we found him in the past previously.
I mean,
We haven't done it yet, but clearly we didn't get the information we wanted by going further into the past. So I vote we go into the more recent past and tail him.
I mean, I think we only have one shot at like each period at one point in time because as I said, I think our like other selves are gonna be there doing what we did.
But we
So
can just avoid them.
Yeah, but they are killed. They're killing him. Like even if we go back and try to tail him, when we can sit outside and wait for him, but he's gonna be dead. Like sure
No.
we can watch ourselves
We just
kill
take
him.
healing potions back with us.
Well, I'm wondering. It seemed like. I mean, I can't remember exactly like what he said to us about when we were the brief
Also,
moment
there's
that we were
no rules
captives.
against us interacting with each other. We could talk to each other.
That's true, but
We can't, like-
I think
we
we
can't,
would
like,
probably
we can't
get
keep each other, like-
migraines and our heads would
Well-
explode.
Well, we just yell it from 300 feet off. Like,
Well,
hey,
Jake.
don't throw a sword at him.
What? No. My sword was vibrating the second I got close to that sword. If we go close to ourselves, it's gonna be the same reaction. I can 100% guarantee that.
I mean, we could pick up the Skywrite spell and just like make a sign that says "Don't throw the sword at him" in the sky.
Well, I mean, as long as they don't know it's us, I think it's fine. But I think if our selves know that other selves are trying to talk to them, I think it's gonna be shitty. But if we like you said, if we can influence ourselves in ways that we wouldn't know, I think that can work.
But here's one for you. Because we're contemplating this right now, wouldn't we therefore expect to speak to ourselves when we go back into the past? So
And
it
we
wouldn't be a
surprised
surprise.
by it.
Well,
Okay, all right. This line of reasoning is completely circuitous. We have no way of knowing how this works. I vote we go talk to Ozune, figure out if he knows about the infinites, and then make a plan from there. I think we also ask him about how the time travel mechanics actually work too, because we could make guesses all day and not actually. We have no data on how this actually works. So I vote we talk to someone who would actually know.
it would
Told us when
be
we
so
first
fun.
left that
I agree. I also think it might be worth like investigating like the people around Termo. Like we delayed, it seems like what we did delayed the plague like 2 years, but I don't know if there's any more information in history books like about that 2-year period, if we can try to investigate more about I don't know, the people he's connected to, because definitely there's like a connection there. I don't think he's the major player.
Well, we need more information. So, in talking to Ozune, I think we need to talk to Rivel.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the library first and just figure out if Ozune's willing to deal with us.
So when you say
He
the
sees me.
library, I have a feeling you're saying the infinite library. Even
No,
though
the library in the prism.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, you're able to find Ozune.
Wherever Ozune is hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would be hanging out in the library.
I mean, wouldn't I know where he is? Because I'm connected to him,
No,
technically?
because you got there, and you were always together. He was always like his dragon, your dragon on your shoulder. So this is like the first time you've been separated actually in a long time. So, But you check out the library first, and sure enough, he is indeed there. And there seems to there's like a book hovering in front of him, and he's just kind of cross-legged on the ground.
Oh, just reading. Does anyone want to do this? Take care of this.
What's the title of the book?
Good question.
What's your name?
What's in the box?
All about the infinite.
Yeah.
It's called
How to Be a Human Boy for Dummies.
Yeah.
Or Elf Boy, sorry.
It's called The Web.
Okay, didn't know right away, which means it's probably not important. Let's move on. Who's going to talk? Should I?
I just step forward.
Oh, Jesus God.
Oh no.
Sorry to disturb, Osun.
The book floats a little lower, and he looks at you.
We have some questions.
Yes. The book closes and floats to the ground.
First of all, well, debating up in the room, how much do you know about this time travel?
Well, I do know that it's, like Riggs says, beyond complicated. But I don't know as much as you would necessarily think.
No, I figured, but they... living beings, you know. Anyways, what else did we want to know?
Well, the infinites and how the time travel mechanism works.
Yeah, we asked about that, but yeah, infinites. Do you know anyone called the infinites? Any group? Any persons? Any... Well, I'm pretty sure you do, but you want to share it with us.
I do not know a group called the
You
Infinite.
don't? Okay, interesting.
But perhaps there is... Perhaps there is a chapter on them in the library.
What library?
What we're in?
The Infinite Library.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I figured.
But the problem with that is, of course, you never know which one is correct.
Well,
Jesus fucking Christ.
yes. God damn it. That library, it's gonna make me go crazy, I tell you, Osun.
Can we even get to the Infinite Library?
It had the same effect on many people.
Well, so like, what did he say? He didn't let me in it, or like what?
You never talked about going to it or how you would get there or what it was even concretely. Like it was just mentioned briefly in conversations, and you never like talked about it in depth.
Okay. Well, I take it you don't want us running around in there. Does it still exist, by the way?
It's not as simple as just stepping into it.
I figured, but I'm like, even if we could step into it, I take it you wouldn't want us to be in there.
The library is a manifestation of the rune of knowledge. It is the rune itself.
So we'd need that rune to get into it.
Doesn't Osen have the rune? Or like... What happened? Where's the rune? Who has it?
Riggs has part of the rune. Unfortunately, it's been damaged and split.
Well... Yeah.
Despite being the guardian of the rune and drawing power from it, there's only one individual at a certain time, and not during all periods of time, that can harness the true power of the rune.
I figured.
Okay, so hold on. Quick party summation. So no additional knowledge about how the mechanics of time travel work, nor about the infinite. The infinite library is potentially a place we get information, but we have no idea where the other chunk of the rune is, and Ozun can't tell us. Ozun, can the rune sense its missing fragments? Can it be used to locate the rest of the runes?
Not the rune itself, but if someone, for example, myself, was to be around it, I would sense it. That's how I knew that Riggs had it when we first met.
And then taking you with us would be completely inefficient.
I would need to be here to sustain your travel, which
so
is already chaotic.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of at a loss for where to proceed. I mean, we could try again with the time travel.
Well, look to Riggs and see what our options are there.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have a bad feeling about going back in time to the same place we've already been.
Yeah, I mean, we might have an option because I'm looking through my notes too. Like, again, out of character, like the sword jumps around chaotically when they initially did their test demonstration to us. Like, we get slingshotted all over the place. Like, so I don't know if we're gonna get a choice. Like, I think we have to choose a pretty broad period to go to, and then we just kind of get like yeeted around. So I think we should make a group consensus on whether or not we want to go like further this time, or go back not as far. And I would argue that, at least by my understanding of what Termo has said, us going back further before hasn't yielded any useful information.
I mean, do we maybe want to try to find like a new anchor?
What would that do?
I don't know, bring us somewhere else?
I guess, but the point is the anchor is from this time, so it's our anchor to this period. Any anchor we would grab anywhere else would anchor us to that time. It wouldn't allow us to go anywhere different, nor does it, I think, increase the accuracy of the time travel.
Right. No, but like the stronger anchors us here, the further back the further we could go. They said that's like the stronger anchor we have, the further back we can go. Because
Ozun, would we be able to cast ourselves back if we found a strong enough anchor in the past, or does this magic have to be cast from here each time?
I think so. Didn't they mention like jumping?
Yeah, like they said that.
He says there are multiple anchors that exist for each period of time. What you have is not as strong as some might be. So if you were able to procure a stronger anchor, it would allow you to go back further in time.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying now, man. Okay, my vote would be to go back not as far, but I am happy to go with the group consensus.
I'm thinking, what would going back further help with? Like, what can we do further back in time that we can't do?
Like, we could meet Termo before. I guess the sole benefit in my mind is we meet Termo before he dislikes us.
Yeah,
and maybe he's more willing to give us information then. But it doesn't seem like it didn't seem like he had a ton of intel to give us. So whatever we would find incidentally from our interaction with him. So I don't know. Again, I think there's too many unknown here, and I think we kind of just need to make a decision and go with it. I think there are variables here on either end that we can't control, and no amount of theorizing about will solve. So I think we just need to pull the trigger.
So one last question before we start looking around. If we go back further and interact with people, what would happen to what we did earlier? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I would say that the best course of action would be not to alter what you already know has happened or will happen. Therefore, if
Yeah.
Termo said that you've met him once before, I would not play around with your previous timeline and alter that.
Good. Yeah, so going back further is a bust.
Well, you could go back further
bust.
and meet him at the
Yeah,
time that
but-
he...
It sounds like that's what
That he
Ozun
noted.
is suggesting
Mhm.
here, is that we go back further and fill our destiny, as it were, to meet Termo Valen further back in time than we did.
Well, we have to make
Did
him
he
hate us
mention when that was, though?
Yeah, he mentioned the year 20... What is it? I think 2651.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check.
then. Well, we gonna have to make him hate us. We gonna have to make sure that, like, whatever we do when we're done with him, he ends up hating us.
2551.
So it doesn't change
Well,
the future.
I don't think we really need to worry about that much. This is kind of self-prophecy things. We're going to go back in time and do whatever we did before, again, for the first time.
Right.
Right.
So just, go with the flow. What happened?
Yeah, I think Ivarn's right. Yeah, I think again, at a
Mhm.
certain point, we I think are a little bit out of our depth here.
Go with the flow when messing with time. That's the worst idea ever I ever heard.
Says the guy who's had 2 paradoxes already.
Oh, shut up! All I did was on timey-wimey stuff.
Technically, the first one was
you did some
Silky's fault.
explosive timey-wimey stuff.
Exactly. The first time was Silky's fault.
Yeah, it was Silky's fault. The second one was Delmar.
Agree to disagree, but also yes.
I don't remember what happened the first time.
We added an addendum to the letter.
Oh,
and then brought us here
right.
to be like, bring the letter with you to prove to Barrick, and just writing down the letter caused us all to nearly die.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Brilliant. Deadly, but brilliant.
But
We
that
should
also...
add another addendum to the letter. Just like apologizing to Barrick for ditching him.
But speaking about that, like, knowing that means we can change, like, the future from the past, like, live. Which can be important to remember. Even if it makes a paradox and we might risk dying, that's always good to remember that if shit hits the fan, we can do timey-wimey shit.
I have a question.
We all do.
I have a ton of questions. One of them is, if I'm remembering this correctly, do we have like a record of Barrick's death year?
No, you do not.
No? Oh, okay, never mind. Could we like investigate him in this sort of updated history and see if anything about his life has changed? Or is it pretty much the same?
We literally have all the time in the world. We can go on a journey. No pun intended.
Because I'm wondering, like, if his death originally was connected to whatever caused the plague to start, if the plague was delayed, like, his death might have been delayed. I'm not sure if that's, like, super important information or not, but...
So you're saying that we wouldn't... You mean we go and investigate him now as is? Or we go back
Well,
in
I'm just
time?
wondering if we can confirm that he's still alive for that 2-year period between Termo's death and the the new like start of the plague, he might have been spending those 2 years like continuing to investigate, and it might be worth like going back and meeting up with him again. I'm not really sure, but
True.
I swear to God, if it ends up that your ear made the plague, I'm gonna shoot Nite.
my ear.
Full circle.
Well,
The
it's
little
one of you
seven
guys
ear.
has it, so
Yeah, I have
it's
it.
one of your fault for keeping that thing.
Keeping it to bring it back.
Yeah, I have a brain. I have a brain in a jar. I have your ear.
We're collecting the body parts to make a whole new person if we ever had to.
Frankenstein.
God.
Exactly.
Oh, there it is.
Wait. If we take the brain out of the jar and put it in someone,
I think that person
I
would
mean-
die.
I mean, you are a
Yes, we
robot.
should probably not do that.
the robot has plans.
So
Don't
what
you
are
think
our
we've done
options?
enough brain?
So what are our options? We go back prior to Termo's death, and we investigate from there. We go back between Termo's death and the start of the plague, and talk to Barrick. Do we have any other options?
I think that's it. I mean, maybe we should decide on what our next like goal should be. Are we?
Hmm.
Do we want to try to figure out more about these infinite people or whatever that is first, or do we want to try to continue investigating like Termo himself more?
I mean, I
Well-
think it's safe to like just quickly go back and talk to Varric, like just like quickly. We don't have to stay for long, but just like see if he have some more information, and like if we get anything from that, we can make a plan.
What about how our actions affect the future? So we should always start with the furthest point back and then move forward through time that way, so that we're affecting less, if that makes sense. So if we go in with, let's take point 1 as when we've gone in and Termo's died, then if we go point 2 being a year after that, we talk to Barrick, and then we decide later to go back a year before Termo dies as point 3, then we could influence both points 1 and 2 when we're in point 3, causing
Yeah.
issues in the future.
I mean, I think that's a risk that's probably going to pop up no matter what.
Mm.
I mean, we're playing with time. We're gonna change history in one way or another. So I mean,
All right. Well, I'm going to use minor illusion to start building a Charlie Day insane person board of webs connecting all of these things and like overall goals. Because I don't have a, but so the immortal goes towards the top, that overarching. And then we've got talk to Barrick, we've got go back further and find out more. There does need to be an intermediate step here. We will need to find another anchor if we want further, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can probably take this anchor that we have back a certain amount, but if we want to go like a lot farther back, we'll probably have to find an anchor to that point, to that time.
Yeah, so I alter the illusion then. That's a step in between mortals and going back before turn. Or
I mean,
maybe below it. Whatever.
finding
Anyways.
a new anchor seems to be our only like real plan, like right now. Everything else is just speculation.
Pretty much.
So finding an anchor is really the only thing we're all like, yeah, we need to do that at some point.
So
Yeah.
well, let's go to bricks. And go ahead and go ahead and start working. talking to Barrick.
Yeah.
And
And maybe
then-
Riggs will have some input.
So,
So-
as you make your way back towards the main hall, you see Riggs and Hugo there over the little raised stone table, looking over papers and discussing something. And as you
But,
enter and shout out to them, they turn around. But as you approach them, you're interrupted by a large sound or a loud sound of a horn coming from the outside. And it almost sounds like a battle horn of sort.
Battle formations!
Concerning.
And Riggs and Hugo both turn and pause, and Hugo says, "Well, that hasn't happened in a while."
What has?
Please explain.
There's something on the outskirts approaching the prism, or someone.
Bad intention
Wonder
or
what that
good
could be.
intention?
What kind of thing would trigger such an alarm? Would it have to be a mass of people, or?
Pretty much anything. Our base is pretty hidden, so if it's at a risk of discovery, the horn is blown, and it's only blown if they're intentionally moving towards us. So they must be coming here for some reason.
All right. Do we have a vantage point we can go and look from?
The top of the prism.
Yes, he starts to head outside towards the courtyard.
Yeah, I guess.
Riggs had the memory or rune, right?
She has the rune, part of the rune of knowledge.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's all head out there.
yeah, as you step out, you're pretty high up in the pyramid. Like the main entrance is quite a ways up, and it's actually over the wall, or like you can see over the wall based on the height. And you see a mass of riders approaching the gate or the wall. And
Oh
they're
shit! He
kicking up-
wants his sword back.
They're kicking up a bunch of dust behind.
Come on. We got the sword fair and square.
Yeah.
What do
How
they want from us?
how many of us are there, and how many of them are there, roughly?
Based on a quick count, the Triquetra warriors number maybe around 10. And if you had
Oh.
to guess about
What?
how many riders there are, maybe a couple to 3 dozen riders.
So what you're saying is we could take over this pyramid if we want to.
Well, two things. One, we're behind walls. That's good. Two, horses don't climb walls very well, so that's good too.
And then you notice that
Big
there's no
group.
gate.
Oh.
3, we have Ozun.
Well, fill the
Um,
gate with
we have a child.
Well, we,
fill
don't
the
even
gate
know,
with TNT and blow it up.
we don't know that they're here to fight, but
Yeah.
we should kind of assume that they are and take up some defensive positions.
Yeah, Hugo actually like whistles, draws his sword, and yells to get into defensive positions. At which point,
I'm gonna find a
we-
spot to take cover where I can cast spells from.
Does the prism not have any? Oh shit! Battle map. Does the prism
Uh-oh.
not have any like defenses? Surely in an apocalyptic wasteland, this place is like not like. Just
No, it was
hopefully
meant
a
to be
building.
hidden.
Oh,
Quick question.
That's the worst.
Well, yeah, you'd think they would have like fortified it a little bit.
Quick question: where are we?
You are on top of this staircase right back here.
And how far is that to the front?
This is the gate or the entrance.
Where? How'd I draw? I forgot.
You can
The-
click and hold, and it will make the.
No.
Draw
I
a
just-
shape. So could we get here to this
Here
one?
we go.
Yeah, you can position yourselves wherever you want, basically.
Well, in that case, I wanna just yeah.
Yeah, can we? I'm sure.
Are we
that the
positive that
commander-
they're coming to like attack us?
Well, I wanna cast that to like be safe. If they start walking in like inside, they are gonna start having a bad time. So I wanna cast spike growth on the like entrance.
Can we just like wall this off? We've got like a bunch of people. Can we just block this off? It's kind of like Sparta. It doesn't matter if they've got 30 people. We just keep this area sort of.
If you try to say that, Hugo says that's not a smart idea against horsemen.
Plus, with the spell I just cast, you don't want to be there. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, I cast a spell on the gate. You don't want to be at the gate.
Drag your tokens out, by the way. I think you should be able to do it.
I'll drag.
I don't remember how.
From
Click and
your
drag.
the little character next to the chat bubble at the top, then down the bottom, player characters, and you drag your name out.
Yeah, and just so you kind of know, this stuff ends in like mountain.
So they can't get over. Like north and south is blocked off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you won't have an easy retreat.
Yeah, but Nite. I wanna cast.
Right, you're casting spike growth on there. What's
Good.
the size on it?
20-foot radius, so it pretty much exactly covers. Well, it more, yeah.
Okay.
Radius, not a circle.
What do you mean?
It's a square, right? No, nothing.
Radius.
Ignore me.
Radius is.
Ignore me, I'm stupid. Ignore me, I'm stupid.
Good job. All right, let me switch over something a little more intense here.
Dancy? I dragged my token out here. Is this where I actually am, or am I with the rest of the guys?
You can be wherever you like.
I think I'll be with the party.
You should go here.
just like right here. Just like fight me, peasants. I'm still not full H. Oh no, we had a long rest. Never mind. So yes. Let me fix that. That'd be good to.
Yeah, he's back. Motherfucker.
Maybe he just wants to like check in and like see how we're doing.
Yeah, that's almost certainly what he wants.
With 36 rounds.
Non-violently.
Yes, he brought all of his non-violent. pals to just check in.
Oh, that's a lot of pals.
Well, the thing is, he can't have the sword back because that's our only anchor we have right now.
Well, also, like they had a
He gave it to us.
They had a ritual. Oh my god. Oh my Jesus Lord. They had a thing. They were like, oh, someone will come to take the sword from us on the 5th day type thing. Like it's like they gave it to us. We didn't steal it or take it from them. We did a thing for them.
Doesn't mean they can't take it back. They're bandits.
Yeah, but like they gave it to us like peacefully, like honorable warriors. Anyway, let's see what fucking happens.
Maybe they were honorable warriors, but whatever we did in the past made them not honorable.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it was his sword that impaled the guy, so he obviously has something to do with it.
Yes, that could be it also.
All right, let's roll some initiatives, guys.
Wait, I don't want to fight yet.
I'm not ready!
I want my character.
Would you allow, like, if I knew this was coming, would you allow me to have cast mage armor before this all went
Yeah,
down?
of course, you definitely have time.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Holy shit, Pot got a nat
How?
1.
It was actually a 1 plus 1.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Christ.
Yeah, and I'd have postured myself defensively as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with that one as well. I would presume we all have, based on this. I doubt when you know that there's riders coming, you're gonna be like, "Yo, just chilling, legs up."
Oh my god, he rolled so bad.
Welcome to the club.
It's fine. It's all fine.
I just want to see them get slaughtered in my thorns.
All right, so we're just gonna play this out as they're riding in. So, is there visible? Is there anything visible about this spell, or is it just kind of concealed?
They have to make a perception check to see it.
Okay, so
Otherwise, it's hidden.
let me do that then.
I forgot to click my token as well. If you want to add me with an initiative of
What?
2,
If you click and then click initiative roll, it should add you to the thing.
it'll do a new roll though for me, right?
Oh, true. Yeah. Where are you at? There you are.
I am 2. Delicious.
You're at 2. Oh my god.
Yep.
All right. So perception checks. What's the? Yeah. What's the DC on that?
13.
13.
13.
Okay.
Very
They both fail. So they ride into it.
Yeah, for every 5 feet, they take 2d4 piercing.
Okay. So
we're
just
starting
roll.
out by attacking them.
Well, I mean, it attacks automatically.
Oh,
Like,
no.
it would hit you if you ran into it.
Okay, so let's do this, I guess, by row. So the first 5, roll, what is it, 4d4, I guess, for the whole damage they take as they go through it?
Jesus. That's pretty okay.
No, that's 8d4.
What?
8d4? Okay, just roll the damage they would take to traverse this thing.
Okay.
$22? Damn. Do they get to roll any kind of save for it?
Nope,
No?
I don't think so.
Damn.
Nope, they don't.
Dude, you're about to do like 300 damage with a
Each of them take
level
22.
2 spell. That
Okay.
is
By the way,
incredible.
Don't forget, it's all difficult terrain, so it takes them more of
Oh,
their
yeah, it
movement
takes
to
them-
get through it.
Holy shit.
Well, unless you guys charge them, the others don't charge them yet until they come further through. It does slow them down, though, so...
Are they like running in like swords drawn like ah? Or are they
Yes.
just kind of like walking it? Oh.
Yes. Yeah,
Why?
they're yelling, and as they get closer, the jackal actually shouts out, "Now I know why the trade was so favorable for me. I'd gladly take your resources for myself. You don't need them."
Hell,
And they
what's this guy talking
continue.
about?
And they continue forward, but the Triquetra guards step forward. And the jackal and the guy in the tattoos, they hop off and they engage with them as the riders continue forward towards you.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
So, like,
What are they on about?
What is our turn?
All right, so Ivarin, now it is your turn.
Holy shit.
Okay.
I would kill for a fireball right now.
I to see. I'll throw this in the chat. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind, but I'm gonna move first. So hold on. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna move like 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move like here and cast Gust of Wind going this way.
Nice.
So
Okay.
60 feet long would reach to here. And it's Here, let me just.
These are enemies, you know that, right?
They are?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops, shit. Hold on. Ah!
Would it make more
I-
sense to blast it this way so it becomes a line they have to cross? We could. I mean, like if you moved here instead, you could just cut off the jackal from his entire forces, right?
But I'm trying to push them into the back into the
Into the
image zone.
forms.
Oh, I
So-
see.
Okay, so let me get the pointer back here. So it's gonna go 60 feet, and it's gonna
And it's 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide. So this row for 60 feet, and this row for 60 feet, and they have to make a strength saving throw or get pushed back.
Okay, so how many of them? Just these 5? Oh, all of those.
So it's gonna include this one and this one, as
Okay.
well as the jackal.
Okay.
So basically, all of these guys here.
Okay. Plus those guys.
Everyone in my box.
Oh, the box.
So they have to.
Got it.
Let's see. Each creature that starts its turn in a line must succeed strength saving or pushed 50 feet along the line. And they have to spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot getting closer to me.
That sounds like very good spell. All right. So sorry, wisdom save you said?
No, strength.
Strength. So I'm gonna do all of them collectively.
Oh, Jesus.
Um,
That combined with this, it's wrong.
Actually, as it's written, I think they do their saving throw at the beginning of their turn.
Oh, okay. So they don't take any damage initially?
It's not a damage.
Oh, it's just
They
a
don't
slow
take any
spell.
damage. It slows them down and it pushes them back if they fail.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that on their turn then.
Also, I exited myself from the border, so you can get me back in.
Here you go. And you should be at the top. What was your 17?
That was 19.
19. All right, Silky, you're up.
Can I call down from the stairs Jackal, like, we don't have to do this. Like, you won't win this fight.
He looks at you but doesn't say anything. But it's not his turn yet, so you don't know what he's
Does
going
he
to do.
look like he might at all be amenable to that?
No, he begins raising his sword to cut down this guy.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Alright, well...
By the way, Nite, did these take damage?
Not yet. We'll do that on the next turn. Their next turn.
I'm going to cast... Actually, you know what? I'm going to cast Mind Whip on the Jackal.
All right.
A spell that I've never used before.
Why do I keep closing their character sheets? It's kind of annoying now. All right.
Int save verse 14. And if he fails, he takes 8 damage.
All right.
and
He
then-
takes 8 damage.
He can take a reaction, and he has to either move, take an action, or a bonus. He can only get one of the 3.
Oh, only one of the 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's like
got
it's like a single turn slow.
Nice. I'm gonna put a token on him. Yeah. So as he begins to raise his sword, he kind of he begins to feel a headache, you presume, and he like puts it on his head before swinging, and he loses his move and his bonus. I need to. How do I add tokens? It's been so forever. Let's just do this. All right. Is that all?
Yes.
All right, Ryda.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna go over to this guy with the tattoos.
Yep.
Who looks super friendly. And I'm going to attack him.
Okay. All right. Go for it. He's on a horse, so.
Oh.
Oh no, he did jump down. My mistake. Yeah, you can go for him. The rest of them are still on the horses. So is this guy. This guy is on the ground. All right, so that is definitely a hit. So you do 13
Nice.
slashing as you strike at him with your katana.
And then let me see. $10 feet. No, okay. That'll be my turn.
All right, Delmar.
Okay, so I wanna cast animal friendship on his horse.
He dismounted his horse. Both him and the tattooed guy dismounted. Everybody else is on a horse.
Well, I don't have animal friendship, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. What a cock.
I'm pretty sure they don't, but I have to ask: do any of them wear metal?
No, it's leather. Their armor
Yeah,
is leather.
figured. Son of bitches.
Your guys are wearing metal. A little bit of it, at least.
Okay, so I am going to use ice knife over yonder.
Okay.
There. At level 1.
All right. Against the target, 60 feet.
So everyone around that square that needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so it's these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Yes.
6 dexterity saving throws.
And if they fail, they take 11 damage. If they succeed, they take nothing.
Okay, why can't I open a freaking? Oh, there it is. Okay,
They need to beat 13.
dexterity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody but the last 2 succeed. So how much do they take?
11.
11. No half damage, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Nice. Anything else?
No, not yet.
Okay. Next up is the tattooed guy. He, as he goes, he is flinging his roped dagger, and he is going to go for you, Ryda. He's gonna go
Makes
for
sense.
you 3 times.
Is that technically a ranged weapon?
It's a melee weapon with reach.
Oof.
So, what is your armor class here? 15.
It's 15, but I did posture myself defensively, so it's a +1, so it's 16.
Okay, so he hits you once, but he does get sneak attack on you.
Ooh.
So he's going to do additional damage. Let's roll a damage here. Why is it not making a roll? What's the... Is it double bracket to make a roll? Is that how it works?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay. Let me fix that really quick.
Wait, he gets a sneak attack?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I do have only one ear, so I probably can't hear him, right?
Oh, he gets sneak attack
That makes
because
sense.
there's a guy next to you within 5 feet.
Oh.
So let me re-roll this. Let's see if it works. Okay, cool. It
But I
worked.
also have a guy next to me.
Got a back.
Don't think that matters for the sneak attack.
But-
I'm
but
trying to
sh-
get you out of this sneak attack.
No. But
I don't think
she
it's gonna
should get a
work.
sneak attack in that case because
Yeah.
she hit him.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Do you have sneak attack?
Well, she has an
Definitely.
ally next to him.
It's his
Definitely
ability.
samurais have that, right?
It's an ability. It's
Ah.
not like a rule.
Isn't Cooper facing that guy?
Yes, she is, but it's not a flank. It's
Okay.
it's an ability that he gets a sneak attack when there's a person within 5 feet of him. Right, he rolled really well. Go ahead and make
great.
a DC or a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
We know what you got to save now.
Oof.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. So he does 10 piercing, plus 13 for the sneak attack,
Ugh.
plus 28 poison damage.
What?
Okay, wait. So I'm definitely down. What is the total on that? 40 what?
That is going to be 51.
Okay, I'm like super
Negative 10 or
sleepy on the ground.
And
You said 51, right?
yes. And then the jackal is gonna go.
Strength
He's
saving
going
throw.
to. Oh,
Strength saving throw.
he's not gonna move because of Silky's thing.
He still has to make the saving throw.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're pushed back.
Holy shit.
Right?
Yeah, he
Hang
gets
on one
pushed back
sec.
15
Oh yeah,
feet.
true. That's true. Strength saving throw. Why is it not rolling? 15.
Ah, he saved.
Okay, so he's just going to make 3 or what is it? Yeah, 3 attacks against that guy in front of him. He hits once. All of my commands are not right now. 921 damage on him. All right. Hugo is gonna go. He's gonna charge these 3 guys here, and he is going to make 3 attacks as well. I'm gonna
Why
make
do
those
everyone have
here.
3 attacks? Jesus Christ!
They're all level
They're
5.
Badass.
Have their extra attack already.
Okay, so he hits twice, and he just slices off these 2. The
Okay.
last one is still there.
Well, we know Hugo's gone for.
Yeah, so by the way, as he charged, he was behind you. He pulled out his sword, and then he kind of snipped it in the half, and it made 2 swords. So he dual wielded,
Ooh.
and he
Ooh,
cut down one of them with his right hand, second one with his left, and then he tried to go again with his right on the last one, but the guy blocked it. And he moves like super quick. Like you saw Raida like quick draw her katana, but this guy's like lightning fast.
Can I signal to Hugo, like, to step out of my spell area so that he doesn't get swept up in it too when he starts his...
Yeah, he'll sidestep over here. And then the warriors will go. So how I'm going to play these guys is just more of like a collective roll to see how well they're doing, rather
shit.
than rolling everybody. This guy's going to step up here. This guy's going to step up here. Let me roll. So collectively they are finish off this guy. This guy's going to step forward. These guys are going to flank this guy here and attack him. Ooh, they do really poorly, even though they're flanking. They only do 5 damage to him collectively. This guy's going to step forward. These guys are going to step forward here. This guy's going to take back 1. All right, and then they roll. They do okay, so they do 15 damage to the jackal. Oops. Okay, next up is Pot.
Yeah, 2. Tough. Tough. I have. It could be a bit rough. I've got command, but I don't know. It says that they have to take a wisdom saving throw, and I can get them to a target move towards me by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn with like when it reaches 5 feet of me. But the whole command spell can't be done if it doesn't understand your language or your command is directly harmful to it.
So
what would be your...
He understands your language, but it depends on what your command would be. It's like if you wanted to fall on the sword, then he won't do it. But if it's like walk this way, like he can do it.
Doesn't it say that you can use a single word and they have to follow it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, but you can't. It says in the spell description that it can't be directly harmful
Okay.
to the other person. Then it won't. The spell has no effect.
Yeah.
So I think what Nite's saying is like, just slit your own throat and fall over.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I think
That's monster.
it has to just be a word as well, right? A one-word command.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
run, drop,
Yeah.
One word command. Yeah. So
jump.
Not drop. I've always been partial to beg.
yeah, there's grovel.
Yes.
Yeah, grovel. So.
How about capitulate?
Yeah. No, there's select words.
Capitulate.
Approach, drop,
Auto
flee,
defenestrate.
grovel, and halt. So grovel could be a good one. It falls prone and ends its turn. Or flee. It just runs directly away from me at the fastest route.
How about betray?
No, it's
Well,
not there.
it's not harmful to him.
So, I mean, Pot's gonna move for the interim at least to there, because hey,
Wouldn't that work technically?
3 will go here actually, and then what have we got? This guy's no good, and that's no good. So that's like our line at the moment, yeah. Is like here, enemy line. Then we're gonna presume that these are gonna come in and flank and stuff. Okay, sorry. Alright, well I'm going to try and I'll do command on in fact I've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could I do 6 movement?
Yes, but
can't,
you'll
right?
be inside the magical wall of wind.
Oh fuck, true, the magical wall of wind.
Well, as long as you step out before you end your turn, you should, because gust of wind only applies if you start turn in it.
Okay, no, it's not going to work. I was going to go here anyway, so I could at least deal with this.
Oh, that's
I think would be,
gust of wind.
yeah, I'd be in there. So
No,
I think I'm
inside the gust of wind. The gust of wind is the orange.
okay.
What
and
is
what's
the purple one?
I don't.
Who made the purple one and why?
I think that was supposed to be his gust of wind, but
Oh.
Okay,
But it was the
so I
orange.
can.
yeah.
Nite, are you okay with that? If that's what the spell
Yeah, you can do that.
says? So I can go here.
Yep.
Okay. Well then, I'm just going to go there and
Cool.
do that stuff, and then I am going to do. Yeah, I mean I'll roll my attack first, and then I'll see if I add a divine smite or not.
Okay.
Just gonna. I've got my shield and one sword, like that long sword, whatever it was, life stealing. My shield on, so it's a one-handed
Yeah.
attack.
You got a life-stealing sword?
Yeah, we bought it
Oh, yeah, that's right.
because the goblin wanted me to spend money.
Because the goblin wanted you to spend money.
So I just well, that's suboptimal.
So that does. Which one are you attacking? This guy, right?
Yeah, the guy
Yeah,
south of.
that's the only
Radar.
guy you can attack. So I believe that hits. Yeah, 15 hits.
Okay, 15 hits. Well, then I'm going to. Who did this guy hasn't gone yet, right? He hasn't had an action.
The
that
guy
I
in
missed
front of you? No.
Okay, then I'm going to do a divine smite, which means I'll get rid of like a bless or a cure wounds. I'm going to get rid of bless. So
Okay.
divine smite. That didn't cast the.
You cost a
Okay.
level slot, and then
Yeah, so that's what I've done.
so you did
I have to
6
roll.
damage slashing, and then you do. Or you're doing
2d8.
second. You doing second level? Oh no, wait. 2d8.
Starting
Yeah,
at
for
second
first level.
level,
Yeah. So 2d8. Yeah, and
9
you
extra.
actually you cut him down. Well,
Boom.
he was already wounded, so yeah, you kind of slash into him, and then your divine smite just kind of
Yeah.
makes it cut even deeper.
Yeah, I wanted to be sure. And then, as a
Is Ryta down, by the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Slap her with the holy hand of holiness.
I'm thinking,
I see. You also went to the same first aid course that I did.
Ugh.
the old throat punch.
Remember, aim for the trachea,
The school of gravel
where
throat.
all the healing juices
So
collect.
yeah, I'm going to spend 15 of my lay on hands
Mm-hmm.
on Raider. I'll like some form of touch. I'll like kick a leg or something. Just like I'm testing if the corpse is still alive or something. I just like kick the leg.
Great.
So 15. How's she looking?
And I have to like go up from my negative. Right?
Yes.
Okay,
So you're
I'm like
conscious.
just up.
You're just up.
Well, I'm like up with like a couple to spare.
Would this is out of character. Would I know that poison damage has been applied, and would I be able to visibly see if any poison is continuing to occur?
Medical check at a disadvantage.
Cool, medical.
Don't
It is
poison,
something.
and when you die, then...
Look, that's
You do not know. You don't even know she was poisoned.
okay. Cool. Well, I've cast my thing. Wait, does divine smite count as a
Spell, yeah.
action?
It's No, it's part of your attack action. So I think you're
Part
done
of attack.
now.
So I still haven't.
Well,
True.
you attacked, and then I think you cast a bonus action spell. So
Yeah.
Now you're done. I think.
Oh, the lay on hands. I don't think it's a bonus. It's just like you can just do it whenever you want.
Oh,
There's no
okay.
bonus. Yeah, I mean I can. That's it there. So I'm just thinking if I do a
No, it says an action, so technically you weren't even supposed to get that.
fuck, really? Where?
Yeah, because you attacked. Second paragraph.
As an action, you can touch. Okay, well we can
Yeah.
revert. what we've
Yeah,
done
so
there.
you're still -9, right?
Sorry.
Whoops.
Whoopsie!
Whoops. Okay,
So unless you want to move, I think that's it.
yeah. So my bonus action, I'm going to on Mr. Chain Pants. Actually, I'm gonna chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the warriors go. Delmar, go ahead and roll your thing. I'm gonna roll a collective roll on them for the wind tunnel. So they do pretty bad. So what does it do? It slows them half speed or what? And pushes them back? Spiff?
So if they fail their strength
Yeah.
saving throw, then they get pushed back 15 feet.
Okay.
If they succeed, then they don't. Either way, it takes them double move for every square that they want to move towards me in the gust.
Okay. So I'm gonna say these guys just make it out here.
What about the vine thing though?
Yeah, the
that's
vine.
it.
Yeah, they're gonna take some damage from that too. I can't believe they don't get a save for it though. It's kind of crazy.
Well,
The
it's
save
because
is
they're
don't move
moving
through
in the
it.
vines.
They don't get a save because they're making a conscious choice to wade
Yeah,
right
they're
into
like-
the area where they're going to take damage.
It's like going through glass, like broken glass barefoot. It's like, yeah, you know what you're doing.
I could sing a save if they walk into it with seeing it.
Okay, these guys are able to make it through. Still take...
Good.
Actually, here they probably take half damage because they kind of run around the wall. So I'm going to do 8.
I mean, technically they... okay, you mean like that. Okay.
Same with these guys. They still take 8.
How high was this wall?
It's like maybe 20 feet. No, actually like maybe 12 or 13. Okay, these guys are still chilling here. They're gonna ride around the visible gust of wind. Alright, so these guys are going to attack these two right here. Try to cut their way forward here. Ooh, they do very well. So these two guys actually ram this guy into the pillar here, or half-broken rock, and decapitate him. And
Alright.
these guys ride forward and attack this guy and do 20 damage to him. And then the guys on the top are going to do the same thing. They are less successful, but they are able to do 10 damage to this guy and 25 to this guy.